that brought. Slips it through beautifully for Adnan. That's a good cut from Adnan. It's blocked away. And the referee calls offside as the man on the far side, the assistant, Jeremy Hansen, raised the flag, but it was very intricate from the training ground there, and the Whitecaps just not able to pull it off.
You always wonder how those set pieces that we saw them try yesterday.
Both Henry and Cornelius to aim for. It is Inbaum who goes along the deck for the first time to RFK Stadium. I remember he made a fantastic save off of her.
Knows the league. Very personable guy with the players as well. One of the hardest working players that you can remember.
Share of possession through 10 minutes, but still scoreless at BC Place. We have Commissioner Don Garber jumping matches. Chirinos gives it back to Adnan in full flight. And that's just a little too deep. Over and out. 64-36 through watch Aladdin and not think about the game, which I think after the slips it through. Nice give and go. Ramirez couldn't cut away, and Ali Adnan was making no mistakes and taking no chances. First corner of the match in minute 13 to Houston. Lundqvist into the penalty area, and who's nicknamed La Flecha, the arrow for his Lundqvist. Adnan sizing it up, getting there. Often in the service he was providing was quite good. And that's his job.
Yeah, his service was really good.
But it's Ali Adnan in possession. Moved around quite a bit. Sutter played in Switzerland for the bulk of his early years. With some wanted that. Picks him out beautifully. Cuts to his right foot. This is the right position. Deflection. And it just took the sting off of it. As Alejandro Fuenmayor, I think, got the touch. That saved Joe Willis from having to make more difficult saves.
Yeah, lots of space for Adnan on the far side. Inbaum has had a couple of really nice switches of play.
And now here he is again. And he really sold Jose Bizama. Adnan and Cornelius slightly got their signals crossed, and the Whitecaps carry on.
Cuba was playing the home team there. As the home team, and in the 55th minute was sent off. It was really
straight to Ali Adnan, who managed to just poke it past Manotas lives. And the Whitecaps want to put a dent in that playoff hope as Adnan whips it across all the way through. It's a great ball. Here he goes. Ali Adnan. Russ. Ali with another.
But the three in the back have done a pretty good job so far against those two front runners, and now Ali Adnan in a bit of a tussle here with Martinez just in front of us.
I think Ali Adnan was trying to draw that. It was a pretty loud shriek from the Whitecap fullback, but a stern whistle as well from Mr. Sabiga.
That he needs to drop him quickly, especially with Sutter caught forward there and Adnan on the
cul-de-sac. So back it goes to his fullback,
whose main task is to try to open things up and then not see the ball over the top.
Oh, and then the arm comes up on Martinez, and now that's a reciprocating fall to the ground by Tomas Martinez, who's trying to draw the yellow card here. Houston Dynamo up in arms, and Mr. Sabiga telling everybody to just calm down, but I don't think there was anything vicious there either.
No, and sometimes you take the cue from the bench. A couple of players got up, but it's right in front of the Houston bench. And there was kind of a slow reaction as
easily won the header. And the man on the game's first yellow card gets it.
Pontiac Garcia in particular is tight marking him.
Paddling away, keeps it alive, finds Adnan. Another nifty effort there that goes off and out. And FC Cincinnati still at the bottom. And 3-3 between Orlando City, who got 2 from Nani from Philadelphia, as the ball is played off of Adnan, but won't go for a corner.
This game and change things now.
Let's check in with Stu Walters, who's eavesdropping along the touch. Very fine Italian suit, not surprisingly. I was waiting. I can't believe it took 38 minutes to bring that up. You finally won one of those trophies.
Lundqvist, who played in the left back position against the Whitecaps the last time. And
stay with us. We'll have some highlights from this game, of course, and scores in the table from around the league. Ali Adnan tumbled over again, and now a yellow card comes out to the Dynamo, and it's Matias Vera who's in the book. The Austin situation is both were saved, really. So lots to talk about with the commissioner. It's new stadiums being built. They really managed to stick handle past the save the crew. And there's the halftime whistle from Mr. Sabiga. Not really a whole lot of threats on either goal. Zach McMath and Joe Willis coming through this half clean.
Please me, we need to be a little bit sharper in the final third. There's good moments of pressure that we have to record.
I like having 7 teams as well. It keeps more teams in the playoff hunt right to the end. The math works well as the series. A tie can be over, or they're cagey first affairs. So I'm a big fan.
Henry will switch it all the way across to Ali Adnan, but it was a late break. Interesting to see who's going to get this, but this is a big chance.
Warming up, all got a chance to see the replay, and they were almost laughing about the fact that that was
nearing the hour mark. 5th corner for the Dynamo, and away it goes.
And you see the 2 managers, the DeSantos brothers, the top man Mark, and
moving forward, Ali Adnan in full flight against Point Mayor. Can he get there ahead of Boniak Garcia? It's a good McNamara, and time for Ali Adnan. Calmly to Tiber. Looking for Ramirez. Adnan was back, and he got the header to his goalkeeper, who will protect the corner. Ramirez went down in a heap. Ali Adnan on a yellow card, remember. And that gives Zach McMath the opportunity to take some minutes off the clock, at the very least. Here he is again. Let's check in with Stu Walters.
Quickly, Peter, that last Houston spell, Phil DeSantos said 3 times Ali Adnan.
Not a lot has gone past him. It's nice to have a veteran like
Ali Adnan just getting enough on that too, closing down Elise, who's
couldn't win it back. Adnan does. Nicely done. Ali Adnan is offside again. He has to be. And it's out the other side. I'm surprised the flag did not go up. It is a goal kick, as Adnan just put it between players, and he knows it. But I honestly thought that when that ball was played by Reyna, Hondurans combining again. Adnan with a clumsy challenge, free kick, and again Ali Adnan's on a yellow card. He has to be careful. He's had a couple of very close. Elise, and that's Ali Adnan stepping in the way. That left-hand side with Ricketts in the goal mouth. Adnan again. Take layoff for Adnan. Driven ball across. Figueroa has been very open again as Tiber. Here comes Ali Adnan in support. There from Willis. Andy Rose happy to accept and will carry on. Good flight for Elise. Adnan on his wrong side got a little piece, just enough to disrupt. Ali Adnan. Full of tricks and flicks today, isn't he? Reyna. Back to Ali Adnan. Tried to play it through for Theo Baer. Couldn't spin on it. It does fall to Freddie Montero.
And that is where Freddie Montero scores his goals. So few times this year has Freddie Montero had an opportunity in close, but when he does, he puts it away through the legs of Joe Willis, and the Whitecaps regain the lead in stoppage time after a good setup from Barron. Very good footwork down the left-hand side from Ali Adnan. It's his 7th goal of the year for Montero, and Davy Arnault can only stare up and see how this unfolded. You mentioned the tricks from Ali Adnan. Gets inside the area, a little step over there, drags the ball, and then with the right foot puts it into a dangerous area. Good touch there forward from Bear. And those are the types of goals we've seen over the years in MLS from Freddie Montero. And he puts it between the legs of Joe Willis to make it 2.
Tybert scampering. Adnan.